This is Diesel We the People News. Okay, this video is without prejudice and or without recourse. Okay, um, I'm not an attorney, people. I'm not going to give legal advice. I may give my opinion, no more, no less. Do not take a legal advice. Okay, because I'm not an attorney. I never look straight forward. I always look around me to be able to protect myself by any means necessary. This is the problem we have today, as it is. Due to our lack of knowledge and study and research, that we always go by hearsay instead of factually learning. Okay, and man is standing on his grounds to a person that has no knowledge. Just saying, all right, because the person is operating by hearsay. Always remember, man and woman has rights. Persons have privileges. If you don't believe me, research the legal definition of person. Okay? Do it. Learn the facts, people. I didn't write the legal definition. If I wrote it, it would have been totally different. All right.
Oh, not too bad. My name is Derek, and I, as the grantor, granted this bike to this man here, and we just need a title put in his name. He would like to register it here for one of your colorable titles, even though I've already perfected title by creating a bill of sale. There seems to be a discrepancy about issuing him one of your colorable titles out of your county because allegedly I didn't register it after I acquired it from another grantor settler. So what I need to find out is if you guys are going to give me orders to go register this in my name and create a colorable title in my name before it can transfer.
So what's going on?
He just needs to get this put in his name. And it shouldn't be an issue. That's what's going on.
Let's see.
And stuff printed out.
Thanks, Justin.
He's right here.
Awesome. Okay.
And earlier he was told that the title would have to be in my name before it could transfer to his name. I had a fiduciary obligation somehow to Title 28, 3002, 15A, and your subsidiary corporation that falls underneath it. But I don't know of any man that's going to tell I, as a living man, that I have to register anything with a corporation that I rightfully own.
So why is this? What's this about?
That's proof that I acquired that property from the man, yes, and then I chose not to register it because there is no law that requires me to register my private household consumer goods.
You register it, but
Correct.
you have to title it and pay the sales tax.
Okay, so I need somebody to issue me a written order ordering me as a man to do so.
I will contact the Department of Motor Vehicle and do that for you.
Well, I need somebody in this office to do it. I mean, you're telling me you're making a legal determination saying I, as a man, am forced to register with a private corporation for profit
Yeah.
that isn't part of the state of Nebraska. Okay, well, give me my paperwork back.
So I will contact the state of Nebraska though and get the ball rolling for you if you'd like to.
Well, you're telling this man that he can't enjoy his property without a title, correct?
I'm telling you that you need to title it and pay the sales tax, then you can transfer it to
So
me.
you're making a legal determination that I, as a man, have to comply with your corporation in order for this man to enjoy his
I
property.
can't help it if you
Okay, there you go, Cheryl. See ya.
It's called jumping title.
That's perfected title you're holding in your hand right
No,
there.
that's a bill of sale.
Bill of sale is the title.
It's not.
What you're holding is a colorable title. The bill of sale is the original title.
This is a bill of sale.
Yes, which is the original title.
This is a title.
That's a colorable title.
A what?
A colorable title. That man's gifting his...
For some of y'all to understand that, right? Colorable title. You guys all heard color of law. That's a color of title. When you go put your house and you get a deed and you own the house, but that's a colorable title. That's under the color of law. All right, code, statutes, rules, regulations. That's for persons. And you waived your rights to get privileges, so therefore you must pay taxes. Because remember, you have a right to life, liberty, and property. Property. You cannot change a right into a privilege unless you waive it. Okay? Always remember these things. Rights cannot be taxed. Privileges can. Okay? A man, unless there's a victim out there, is free to do as you wish. Contract, not contract, and all this kind of stuff. Persons are obligated. Okay? They've been on TV. He's my person. She's my person. He's such a good person. He's a person. That's a person. You know, they're going in there brainwashing and changing your status, pulling you away from man because man has rights. They're making you believe that you are a person, so that way you are obligated for privileges. When a man or woman has rights. That's the reason why all the codes and statutes in your state has persons in it. A person must sign this. A person must sign that. A person. All laws and codes and statutes have persons in there. All right? You're waiving your rights to enter codes and statutes of these laws, which are in fact not laws. Okay? They're subjects. You down status your life down into a person and not keeping your status as a man or woman, which has rights. All right? 2 different courts. All right? Person has privileges in courts. Men and women has rights in courts. Okay? 2 different courts. And it's kind of funny if you sit and think about it, how often, if you challenge the courts, there ain't no Mr. John Doe. Where on your birth certificate does there say Mr. or Mrs. anything on there? Then why are they making such claim of as a Mr. or Mrs. in court and never really actually go by your name directly? It's got to always have a Mr. or Mrs. in there. And even if you challenge on that, they keep pushing it. They want you to have a title. And when you have this title, you down status your name. Down status you as man or woman into a person. Persons have titles. Men and women have freedom. They're not obligated. Just saying. Learn this, people. Even in the good book, it says, do not let the person override the man. Okay? It's okay to use persons. But don't let it overpower you. Right? And that's what we have been led to believe today. Now the person's overpowered the man and woman to obligate you into a system of legalese instead of staying in the system of rights.
Property to the state of Nebraska. I don't give my property to the state of Nebraska. I hold true title, and the bill of sale is true title. So
According to the state of Nebraska, this is true title.
Okay, so what's your name?
Let's get the ball rolling.
Since you're making a legal determination, what's your name?
I'm Sherry Bryant.
Sherry Bryant. Do you have an oath of office here today?
Sure, yeah.
Where is your oath of office? Can I get a certified copy of it? It has everything to do with what's going on here.
I will contact my...
The oath of office has nothing to do with this whole situation. Why don't it? People, sit and think about that. Why is her oath of office has nothing to do with this situation right here, right now? All right? She's ducking from responsibility. She's going to go call an attorney that has actually no first-hand knowledge of what her job is. And yet, this attorney is going to make some type of legal determination what her job is when he's never done it. Sit and think about that. Like I said once, and I'll say it again, right? When you go in that courtroom, it's all operated by hearsay. All of it. And if you stand as a man in that courtroom, you're the only one that's got facts. But they're going to argue with your facts to make it a hearsay situation. Because they cannot operate in facts. Everything has to go by hearsay, so that way that court can hold all the power over the person.
Attorney.
Steve Bowers, would that be Stephen Robert Bowers? Wonderful. I mean, the insidious stuff that I have to go through as a man, being told that as a man, I have to register my property with a corporation in order to transfer my property as a grantor settler to another man. It's absolutely insidious. I need somebody to write me that order so I can submit them a bill for fulfilling their order. It's really simple. The bill of sale is the title, and then they convert the title into a colorable title and issue you something from the state. So you're basically gifting the property to the state and then agreeing to their rules, codes, statutes, city ordinances when you have no obligation as a man to do so.
Yeah. Where does it say a man must be a person? Where's that law at? Okay? Remember, all these laws that you guys call laws, right, says persons. Everything has to do with persons. That's the only way they can have authority over a man, right? For the man to waive his rights and gain privileges. The state of. The state of what? Who's this Mr. State? Who's this Mr. Texas? Who's this Mr. Of? The correct thing is Texas, Republic, State, Texas. Okay? State, Texas is really one and the same. But when they add the of, they gave it a separation. I'm of my dad, but I am not my dad. So when I come to age of majority, my of dad has no longer authority over I. Right? So Texas has no authority over the state, nor the state has authority over Texas because they've been separated. Right? Just saying. Sit and think about that. Think outside the box. Never look straight forward. Always look around you. Question everything. Nowadays, y'all, we got technology out the wing. And we can research these things and become more knowledgeable and find out what have they done to you and make you be led and believe that you're such things when you don't have to be. I'm going to end it there, y'all. Anyway, this is Derek Gonzalez on that YouTube. The recent YouTube is where the storm clouds are gathering. Okay, check them out. I don't know how to do this ping thing. Anyway, these are the way the people knows. Bye, y'all.